Okay people, I'll try and keep this as quick and painless as possible. I promise I'll try to be as quick as I can here, then try and keep this simple and sweet. It seems to me sometimes that some people do not understand this Tarot ZYX, or even not just this flight controller but other flight controllers, and they seem to be setting their transmitters up in such a way that they have to flick a switch to get the flight controller to go into Failsafe. Like, that defeats the point of the purpose. The reason you have to set up Failsafe, and this is particularly related to the RADIOLINK series radios, the RADIOLINK AT9 and AT10. This is the AT10, so it will work with both these, but people aren't setting up Failsafes right. I've read a few forums and people are saying that they don't have the modes because they're using one of the modes to set up as a Failsafe, and I'm like, sure, you have return to launch. That is your Failsafe. Failsafe is if you lose transmission from your transmitter to your receiver on your aircraft, and I have the RD9 mounted up here, so that sort of defeats the purpose having a switch that you toggle for the doing the Failsafe. So we're going to look at this quickly, as quick as I can. I'll get this opened up now. Now I need to go on to the PC here and hook up to the software assistant for the Tarot ZYX-M. So hopefully you can see this. We have lights flashing here now to make sure I put the everything, the camera settings off a bit. Right, so we'll open up here. I'll show you quickly. So the RADIOLINK AT10 has a Failsafe set up into it, and every time you power this Radio 1, any settings that you have changed that the receiver needs to know about, this radio will automatically transmit them to the receiver, and the receiver sets itself up. So you set a Failsafe. If you move your Failsafe, every time you bind your AT10 or AT9 to your receiver, it automatically sets the settings in your receiver for your Failsafe. So if you lose signal, it tells your receiver knows what to do. Not so much that the radio does anything, it's the receiver, you know. So on I've got this up here now, and I'm going to connect to it quickly here. So we're up there now, connect. Right, we're in basic, advanced, Failsafe. So we're in Failsafe here now. So just to see, so if I flick a switch here, see me changing, that's my return to launch. So we're in standby there. The minute I hit that, you go back, that's return to launch. So that's my Failsafe. That's basically what a Failsafe is going to be. Failsafe is set for altitude, go home, not hover. So, but to set the Failsafe, you need to go into your radio calibration. So you go into your basic, you go receiver. You see here now, at the minute I'm in GPS velocity mode. I flick the switch here. It's not going to focus. Come on. Anyway, so I'll change into attitude mode. The next one should be manual mode, but I've changed it in the attitude because I don't like flying in manual mode, so I changed it on the software assistant. So I've got two attitude modes, one GPS velocity. You see it there. So we're on GPS velocity again. I'm going to turn off my transmitter, and there we go. It has changed into Failsafe, and that's when it comes home, not when you toggle the switch. And you can also see the light on the flight controller blinking green really fast to let you know that it's within the Failsafe, and if that was in the air it would do a return to home. So power the radio back up again. Once it's connected, it's went back into GPS velocity mode, and that's us, we're good to go. We'll have control of the aircraft again. So the way to do this is, if you're using the RADIOLINK AT9, AT10, you will be, well, I'll zoom out here. The way it's going to work here is, it's channel 5, which is set in attitude, is channel 5, which is your mode switch, and you need to do this in channel 5. So basically what you need to do is, you need to go into your attitude, so you go mode, into your settings. This is the same on the AT9. Push mode again, we're in the attitude. You need to go OK, and here you can see I've got everything just set up. Switch number C, nothing on switch number 2. Channel 5, GPS, attitude, attitude. So what I done was scroll down, so we're GPS mode, to find out how that one in the failsafe will go across to a percentage, and I can change that percentage 89, 70, right down, up and down, and if you watch, that's changing my S-bus output up here. Up here. So you can't see the controller, but I'm still changing the percentage down. You can see the wee marker changing now up the GPS. So you want to move that down to find a percentage that's going to come into your failsafe. There, we're in the failsafe now. Come on down there. There, that's not a bad percentage. 67%, 64%. We'll try and get it center. 65%. 66%, and we're in failsafe, and we're more or less dead center of the failsafe. So we'll keep that there for now. So don't forget now, that is switch C I'm using here. Set up attitude mode, GPS, set the rate 66% with the switch right up. So what you have to do now is forget about, keep the 66% there, but we'll have to come out of that. So now we'll go mode again, in. You want to go down to your failsafe, in the failsafe, hit OK. And you can see here I have my failsafe already set up, channel 5, 29%, that would be the other failsafe, but I can still work with this one too. So you would scroll down, channel 5, because you have this switch in up position and it's already saved at 66%, push and hold the push button here. Push, hold. It's going to make it better. It's not going to change here. Why is it not changing? Oh, it reads different percentage in the other. It is the same, but if I went in and changed that, it's weird the way it works in the channel. But you have to press and hold that. It saves it in your failsafe. The 29%, channel 5. If I change that switch to the middle, push and hold now, see how it's changed it to 0, because that's what it's set to, 0. If I pull this switch down, and that would be attitude mode again, push and hold it, it's changed it to minus 54%. The percentages, the rates are slightly different in your failsafe than what they are in setting it up the channel. So push the switch back up, failsafe channel 5, push, hold, seals it, 29%, and as you can see, we're up on failsafe. So once you're failsafe, you have it saved at a certain channel, channel 5 at 29%. That's the only way you could do this now, by the way. So you can come back out of that now. You go back into your attitude. Okay, down to GPS, across to your rate, 66%. And we'll want to go back up with that again now, and the cursor will start to move on the software assistant. Sorry, this isn't great recording, people, but so we're nearly centre. 80% we're at here, 81% in the middle. Okay, we'll save that. We're happy enough with that. Come back out of that. So come back out. So now I've changed in my attitude mode. I have changed. My rate is 81%, the second one down 50%, and the third one down 80 is 21%. I've already saved the percentage as 29 in the failsafe value. It's now locked in anyway, so it doesn't matter that I have changed this. But that's failsafe set up now. So I'll come out and show you. But you have to change it first of all in your attitude till you find that your marker comes down in the failsafe. Go in your remote then on the failsafe. Go down to the channel 5 and press and hold OK. I can't do it now because I've changed the value again. If I hit it now, it'll change accordingly here. But we've set channel 5 is at 29%, which is channel 5 is your modes. So if I come out of this now, we're up here. We're in GPS mode. Sorry about that. I'll try and zoom in a bit. So we're in GPS mode. There's the transmitter. Turn it off. And there we're in the failsafe automatically. I'll turn the transmitter back on. Reconnect, and it's went back into the last mode that had been selected. And that's the failsafe for the RADIOLINK AT10 and AT9 radio transmitters for your flight controller. It's a very similar idea in different transmitters, I'm sure, but this is for the RADIOLINK versions. So I hope that helps some people a little bit, but I've read a lot of forums and stuff, and I don't know why people are setting their failsafe up to work with their mode switch. Failsafe is failsafe for a reason. So if anything fails, your aircraft is going to return to home. You know, you don't set a switch up for failsafe, it does it automatically. And like I say, once you set them settings and change anything, next time you turn your transmitter on, and it's the same with the R10D transmitter. I'm going to turn these lights off now, turn this whole thing off. It's the same with the R10D and the R9D. It's not focusing for some reason, sorry about that. But I hope that maybe helped you. If anybody has any questions, sure, stick them on the bottom there and I'll see if I can do anything. Sorry this is a wee bit long, it's running to near 11 minutes here. I wanted to try and keep this down to about 6, but unfortunately it's just the way it ran there. I tried to be as quick as possible and informative as possible, but you don't want to set these up so failsafe operates whenever you flick a switch. Failsafe is there for the specific reason if you lose communication between your transmitter and receiver, it goes in the failsafe. So you set up the transmitter for failsafe the way I've done it there. Next time you bind and connect to your receiver, or the receiver which is already bound to your transmitter, it will send the information to the receiver, and then the receiver does all the work. You know, so if you lose signal to your receiver, it knows failsafe value set to bump. It sets the mode channel 5 to the failsafe value you've set it to, and then obviously your flight controller will go in the failsafe and it'll return to launch. So hopefully that helps some of you out there who haven't your failsafe set up correctly. Thanks for watching, and like I say, any questions or comments I'd like to know. Thanks very much. Bye bye.